up next, it is a heavyweight collision between Curtis Razor Blades and Jairzynьo, Biggie Boy Rozenstroik. All right, so here he is, Suriname's Jairzynьo Rozenstroik, the first man or woman from his nation to compete on the greatest proving ground in mixed martial arts. And this guy's done a whole lot more than compete. Since transitioning from kickboxing, he's been undefeated as a mixed martial artist. He was the UFC's Rookie of the Year in 2019. Alistair Overeem's got a story about this man's power, and perhaps tonight's opponent will have one to tell after the festivities tonight. Jairzynьo Rozenstroik, Biggie Boy, is back for more tonight. All right, so here's the heavyweight hopeful, Curtis Razor Blades. He's done a whole lot of winning in the UFC. It seems like most of the guys he tries to take down, he is able to do so. What have you seen from Curtis Blades thus far in the octagon?
Curtis Blades has only been beaten by Francis Ngannou in his UFC career. So when you set him against anyone else, he's the guy that is more likely to get his hand raised. It's the wrestling ability, it's the cardio, and it's the underrated striking of Curtis Blades that makes him one of the best heavyweights in the entire world.
Won a JUCO national championship as a wrestler at Harper College. That came after he earned a full ride to Northern Illinois University. Looking to put his best foot forward here tonight and potentially earn his first UFC championship opportunity. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, and they both possess the same height and a similar reach. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, Jairzynьo, Biggie Boy, Rozenstroik. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Curtis Razor Blades. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. It's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up for.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be. What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Man, this this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters you have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, he's got his back now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you've got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Blades is back in full mount. Oh, and he gives up his back here, DC. I know you've never had your back taken in the UFC. You've never been submitted, but this is not a good spot for the defensive fight.
It's not a very good spot for him, but the guy on the bottom needs to stay patient. He cannot panic. He needs to find a way to get back to his back. Lay on his mat. He's got to get his back to the mat. He has to get his back to the mat. So then he can start to work on his defensive transition. You don't want a guy like this who's so good at controlling this position, just on top of you and riding you. Take your time, but get back to your back and start to try to recover your half guard.
30 seconds now to go in round one. 20 seconds left. Final seconds of round one. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the fight.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replay.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
All right, next round is underway, and what a great job defensively in the previous round. I think my face from last night's dinner is more swollen than his opponent's.
I mean, he did a fantastic job of seeing when his opponent was trying to attack and getting his guard up so that he's not taking damage to the face. Great defensive fight IQ shown by this fighter.
All right, so high amplitude double leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hip, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job.
All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck and he will have to submit.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Curtis Blades. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oh, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Curtis Blades. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. 2 minutes now to go, round two. All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab was lost in mixed martial arts initially, but now it has been found, and it's been found by this young man in this octagon tonight.
Oh, good defense here to stay upright after that single leg takedown offering. Missed with that attempt.
Left hand punch in the clinch. Nice body kick right under the elbow. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, that's a good strike there by Curtis Blades. just out of range with that left hook. Oh, timely hook. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, here we go, DC. Our next round is underway, and he's chasing some punch stat records tonight. That was some serious volume and efficiency in the previous round.
Normally you see that in boxing, where a guy just throws so many strikes. But this man has taken it to the octagon, looking to break all the punch records before the night is over.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Single collar tie now. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
All right, single collar tie now.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, going back to the uppercut. Well, nearly connected.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, big left hook there. Takedown defense holds up. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
When you're in the clinch, you can... Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Another huge right.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Blocks the shot. All right, engaged in a single collar tie.
Oh, nice.
Oh, beautiful jab there, man. It's like you know what's coming, can't stop it.
I mean, you have to anticipate that jab.
He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Blades goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here. All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately.
Right punches there. Just missed with the left there. Oh, nice punch there by Rozenstra. And they separate. What a fight!
Yeah, it's close, it's close.
All right, so the fight goes the distance. Both guys had their moments, but there was a striking advantage, albeit slight, and perhaps that'll be enough for him to get his hand raised tonight.
It should be enough. I mean, when you watch the fight, you understand that you are watching two of the best mixed martial artists in the world. But it did look like he did just enough to earn a competitive decision.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Declared the winner by split decision, Curtis Racer.
All right, so the judges have rendered their decision, and two of the three of them had it for him. So he gets it done by split decision tonight. You've been involved in some of those. Nothing easy standing there waiting for the judges to render their
John,
scorecards.
it is the worst feeling in the world, not knowing if you did enough, right? Or not knowing what the judges were watching. So I know exactly what these guys are feeling as they walk to the center. You got your fingers crossed, you got your toes crossed, you got everything crossed, hoping that two judges saw it your way.